Welcome. My name is Carrie Smith, and I'm a reading coach with Isle of Wight County Schools. Today, we're going to talk about power words and tricky words and how to help your student be an expert. When we use the term power words, we are talking about words that occur most often in reading. We want students to be able to read these words automatically. They don't even have to think about it. These words may also be known as sight words or high-frequency words. Some power words follow patterns. Knowing these automatically will help students read other words with these patterns later on. Knowing the word that will help me later read that, cat. Knowing and will help me read sand and hand. Other power words do not follow patterns. They actually break the rules that we know, and they need to be learned. Please don't try to get your child to sound out these words. It is very important that they look at it and recognize it as a whole word. Of, to, the. Why are these little words so important? They help build your child's confidence. They make it so they don't have to work as hard when they're reading a new book. They help with fluency, and when fluency increases, so does comprehension. We are starting with important building blocks that will help your children down the road. Take a look at this page from the famous book Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. All of the words that are highlighted green are words that we want them to know by sight. They are power words. That leaves only 3 more words to figure out, and 2 of them have a power word in them. Do you see the power that we are now giving our students? As long as we are learning to read and decode new words, there are going to be power words and tricky words that we need to learn. We begin in 3Y, and we will see tricky words all the way through 2R. These are going to help our students become more fluent readers. Many people think of flashcards when they think of power words and tricky words, but there are so many more ways to practice. You can put them around your house and do a word hunt. See how many words your student can find. You could play hopscotch. Instead of numbers in the hopscotch board, put words, and they have to read them as they play. Go fish is another great one. Instead of asking if you have any twos, you can say, do you have the word you? And play with words instead of numbers. New phrases. Create little catchphrases using some of the words they've already learned and add in a new one. You could even make your own little book with those phrases. Finally, one of my favorites is a speed read. While it may sound like flashcards, just put 5 words down on the table and time your student reading them. Mix them up and do it again. Can you beat your time? It is amazing how motivating a little bit of competition can be. Maybe they have to try to beat you. Do you have old games laying around your house? Some of those are also perfect to turn into power word games. Candyland? You can put power words to play Candyland. Twister? Think about putting words right on those circles, and as your student has to put their hand or foot there, they also have to read. You have all kinds of stuff right there to make learning these words fun. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about power words and tricky words and their importance. We are working hard in Isle of Wight County to grow readers and writers. These are the building blocks they need.